Hey, this is LP Wilson. Today I'm going to show you how to do Lesson 10 in Computer Science Discoveries, Unit 3, Mini Project Caption Scenes. Whew. Full walkthrough, everything you need to know. Let's go. All right. First thing, we got to look at an example of a scene. This is the example from code.org. Okay, looks kind of like a comic strip. It's got two characters, two pieces of text, and some shapes in the background. And they say, what kind of music do planets sing? Neptunes. Ha ha ha. Okay, let me show you mine and we'll talk about the requirements for this. So today I'm going to show you how to make a captioned scene that satisfies the requirements for my class. You need to have at least two sprites, at least two sprite properties, at least two text blocks, and a total of 6 things total. So whether that's sprites, text, shapes, background, 6 things total. All right, so here's an example that I made. I started by making a plan. It's always good to make a plan. So here's my plan. I drew this in auto draw. I'm gonna have a flower, character saying, I love flowers, and I challenged myself to put the text the character saying inside of a text bubble. You don't have to do that, but I did that. I look forward to seeing your creativity because I bet you're gonna have a more creative scene than mine. But let's go. All right, here's the final product, and we're gonna break this down. I'm so proud of this. I've got a character looking towards the flower and saying, I love flowers, inside the text bubble. Okay, I have 3 animations as part of this. Remember, you can check animations by clicking the Animations tab. When you're getting ready for your scene, I recommend going to the Animations tab first and looking at what animations code.org has available and drawing the ones that you think you're going to need. So to make these, the first thing I did was to go to the Animation tab, click the plus sign here, and then look through everything they had. Since I knew I wanted a flower, I just typed in the word flower and found it right there. Okay. To find the kid, I looked at their people tab here. Let's see if I can find it. People. And they have a bunch of different characters and in several different art styles. Let's say that I wanted my kid to be looking the other way. Just want to show this in case this is what you want. That's no problem. Start with the sprite you have here and use this flip vertically option. So you click that. Now the sprite's looking the other way. So play around with those, pick out your sprites. All right, and I drew a text bubble here. I had to modify it a little bit to fit the words, but I started with that. Okay, now on your screen, you should pause and pick out your animations. Ready, go. Okay, welcome back. All right, so we've got our animations. And now what I really like about this level, let's make my face smaller there. We don't need so much of that. What I like about this is it breaks it down into steps. Background, sprites, text. So we're gonna do that same thing. I'm gonna put my face over here, get out of the way. Okay, and I'm gonna restart. We're gonna do this all from scratch. Oh, if you wanna take a quick look at the code, I'll just give you a walkthrough what we're gonna do. Feel free to pause and look at the screen more, of course. So I started with a background sky blue, and then I put in a lawn green rectangle. I found the color lawn green by searching, you can just Google search HTML color codes, and it'll show you all the different names of the colors that HTML understands. At first I typed in grass green, that's not a thing apparently, but lawn green totally is. Yeah, this is great because you can use a ton of different colors in your code. Beautiful. Okay, then I have 3 sprites, and I'm going to break that down. Flower, kid, and thought. You'll notice I also have sprite properties. That is where I have flower.scale, kid.scale, and thought.width and thought.height. I'll show this all to you in a second. I have the yellow draw sprites block because I want those sprites drawn first and the text to come after. Remember, the order is important. And then finally, I have fill, black, text size 40, and then the text, I love and flowers. Okay, we're going to clear everything and start from scratch. Let's go. Start over. Beautiful. Okay, first step, it says create your scene background. Make the background of your scene either with shape commands or sprites. Okay, use the background command to fill the shape with a color, the screen with a color. That's in the blue drawing area toolbox, background color. Okay, and I'm going to call this sky blue. If you want a sprite for your background, skip this step, go to sprites when I'm going to talk about sprites, and use one of the background sprites that code.org has for you. Okay, beautiful. And now I want to have a lawn green grass along the bottom. I'm going to use a rectangle. Using the grid, I can see that I want the top left corner of my rectangle to be at x0, y300. You can see that on the screen down here. And I'm rounding. I know it's not going to be x6, so I'm just going to round down to 0. Okay, you get it. Okay, so I look for rectangle. Boop. And I'm going to have the x value be 0, y value be 300. And I'm going to click tab to go between the different parameters. Okay, and the width, I want it to go the whole width, which is 400. Okay, height 200 is fine. Reset, run. LP, you forgot the color. No problem. Okay, let's look for fill color. Tell me if you see it. Thank you. There it is. Okay, fill, and I'm just going to type in lawn green. Beautiful. Okay, this is fine, but you'll notice if I take off the grid, there's a black line around this grass. I don't like that. I just put a no fill block. Anywhere before rect should work. Nope, not no fill. Help me out. No stroke. Good debugging, everybody. Okay, there's our background. We're ready. Okay, pause, get your background the way you want it, and then join me on sprites. All right, now we're going to do sprites. And again, if you have a sprites background, do that now. So I click finish. Ta-da! All righty. If you haven't already, pick out your animations, just like I showed you. Animation tab. It cleared my animations, y'all. It's okay. Don't freak out. No problem. Flower. Flower. Kid. Okay, where's my cool kid looking to the side at a 3/4 view? Looking happy because he loves flowers. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You can change the colors on this if you want as well, using the tools like the paint bucket tool. Oh no, my thought bubble. We'll come back to the thought bubble later. Okay, back to coding. As you know, to create the sprites and assign animations, we're going to go to the red sprites area and drag in each of these blocks, var sprite gets create sprite and sprite.animation. Drag in as many of these as there are for sprites. And we're going to need one yellow draw sprites block. I'll put it right after there for now. Okay, name your sprites, something you'll remember. Flower, flower, kid, beautiful. Choose the animations. Notice that the animation names do not need to match your variable names. You don't need that long animation name for your variable name. Okay, now I'm going to test it. I bet it's going to look just like my drawing. Ah! No, that does not look like my drawing. Okay. We're going to do sprite properties next, get them all where they need to be. I'm going to adjust their locations and then their sizes. You should pause now and pick out your sprites and get your sprites drawn to the screen. Ready, pause. Okay, so now we're going to put our sprites where we want them. Remember, the coordinates here, x, y, in the create sprite block, those are for the center of the sprite. So I'm going to just put my cursor where I want the center of the flower. I think it's going to be about here. Notice on the screen it says x is about 300, y is about 250. 300, tab, 250. Okay, and the kid, I want him, I don't know, I'll say x 100, y 200. Okay. 100, y 200. Just point your cursor where you want those sprites. Okay, we're getting closer. Now I just want to size them both down a little bit, which we're going to do using the sprite dot scale. Okay, for the flower, I decided that I wanted it half as big. So I say flower dot scale gets, that's how you read the equal sign, 0.5. Test it. Beautiful. And I also want to scale this kid down just a little bit. So I'm going to say kid.scale gets 0.9. Okay, good. And I'm going to move the kid over just a little bit. So I'm going to increase the X by 25. Just want it to be perfect. That looks lovely. Okay. Questions so far? Type them in the comments. Let's keep going to the next one. Oh, pause, get your sprites the size and the location you want them to be, and we're going to move on to the next step. Ready, pause. Good work. Okay, let's get the text in there. So, especially if you have a sprite as a background, it's going to be important that the text come after the yellow draw sprites block. Your text block is going to come after your yellow draw sprites block. And it also says here, use any other commands to change the appearance of your text. Okay. Now, lucky me, I made a plan for this. So I wanted to say I love and flowers. Currently, the way we're going to do that is by using two different text blocks. One that says I love and the other that says flowers. Then we're going to position them with XY. We're going to size them up and we're going to make the fill the color we want it. Let's go. Remember, you can rewatch any part of this. So if I go too fast, just go back and rewatch it again. Okay, text is in the blue drawing section. I'm going to use two text blocks. Text, text. First one says, I love. Second one says, flowers. Okay, let's test it. I don't know if you can see it, but it is here. It's in lawn green in the top left. Okay. Let's check out the grid and see if we can get this in the right spot, first of all. I want I love to start about here. That's X250, Y50. And flowers to start about here. X250, Y100. Okay. X250, tab. 50, right? Yeah. X250, Y100. Okay. And you might say, Mix Wilson, I can't even read that. No problem. Let's do two things. We're going to change the text size and we're going to change the fill. Okay, text size. Put it before the text. And I'll try text size 40. Let's see. Okay, better. Still can't really read it. So we're going to do fill color. And I'm going to make it be black. That's going to be easy to read and nice. Yes! Okay, now let's check our requirements. Okay, so we need two sprites, two text boxes. Check, check. We need 6 things total. I have a background and some grass. That almost counts. But I also need to use multiple sprite properties. And so far, the only sprite property I've used is scale. Okay, I'm going to show y'all how I made my amazing text thought bubble box. Here we go. Animation. I'm going to draw one my own self. Okay, I'm going to try to make it a shape kind of like the text bubble. Here we go. Wow. Wow. This is kind of the shape of the text. Beautiful. And then let's get it filled in white. The reason I want to show you this is that this can help you adjust your sprites with width and height. So if I go to the code, I'm going to bring in the sprite in the same way as before. Sprite, and I'm going to call it thought. I just named it animation 1. That's not the best. Beautiful. I want it to be centered about here. So X300, Y60. 300 tab 60. Now, let's use sprite.width to make it as wide as this, which looks like it's 3 of these squares, so it might be 150 or a little bit more. So I'm going to say now sprite.width, type dot.width, yes, 150. And the height looks like it might be about 200. So I'm going to say sprite.height, or more accurately, thought.height gets 200. Okay, not bad. Let's just play around with this a little bit more. I'm going to make the width a little bit wider, maybe more like 200. Wow, it's covering the I love flowers. That is good, but it's kind of going into his head. I don't like that. So no problem. We're just going to make a little bit of an adjustment here. Hopefully that should make it not go into his head. Okay, let's go. This is acceptable to me. And now we've done it. We've done the captioned scene. The power of this is that in the future projects, we're going to be able to make this scene move. So we could make the flower rotate. We could make our person come onto the screen, stop, and say, I love flowers. We are about to learn all the tools we need for all that. Let me scroll over my code. If there's anything you want to see, just pause, take a look at that. Here's the background. Here's the sprites. We have more than one sprite property. Check. And we have the text. And remember, the text will come after the draw sprite so that it doesn't get covered up by your sprites. All right. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.